It was planning your charges, and then of course you had to find. I forgot where I did it, but there was a section that had a tall building in it. And it was surrounded by some other ones. You had to blow the corner of the building up just right so that it would actually fall.
Right.
And fall on the entire set of the other buildings. And if you were able to do that, you would get close to actually getting. That would be the quickest way to get your damage.
I bet that looks so beautiful, to do that.
It was nice. Now I'm just sad that they're making a movie and putting it on the Sci-Fi Channel.
You know what, though? Yeah, I have to be honest. Like, I know it's going to be so bad. It's going to be so bad. But I love cheesy sci-fi. I can really get into it, and it's going to be so bad. If they put Henry Rollins and Bruce Campbell in there, then you have the ultimate cheese faction. Because they are running those movies right now. But Henry Rollins is awesome in Sons of Anarchy, though.
Yeah, well, I see Henry Rollins every year when he does the spoken word tour. I mean, as you guys see, I typically refer to him a lot. I actually have a new signature with a GIF of him in there. I saw it. But he's the most amazing guy on the planet. I think if you ever have a chance to see him, his tickets are really cheap. They're usually like $20, and they're all small, intimate things. They're not big stadium things, so you're right there with them. The stuff that dude goes through, it's amazing.
I saw like a really cool quote from him that he wrote on some sign at a concert, and I can't really remember exactly what it was, but it's essentially something about how like most bands don't appreciate their roadies, and he just was said something really shitty to one of the other bands, and when he wrote on it, it was just kind of cool.
He does that stuff for sure. But yeah, but as for the achievements, I mean, I think here's my thing about achievements. I personally don't care about them. They're fun to do. They add some replay to the game. With Red Faction games like that, there's so many different ways to do those achievements that, it could be fun. I am not the coined achievement whore. I do not need every achievement on everything on the planet.
Right.
I don't care. I just like on the PlayStation Network, I don't need to platinum everything. Because I don't want my gaming experience to become mundane.
Right.
I want to be able to play through the game, enjoy it, and hey, look, I got a trophy or achievement or whatever they want to call it for whichever system.
It feels so nice though when you're just doing something. When you're just doing something and you're not hunting for an achievement, but you just like kill someone, and then all of a sudden you see it pop up, and you're like, oh, that's
so
I've always nice to get that little reward. I almost wish I could get a sticker and put it on my arm or something.
get the little like kindergarten gold sticker, smiley face.
Yeah, I was a Boy Scout, so I got all the badges.
But here's the thing, though, like going back to the achievements, and I understand, and I'm the same way. Like, I before OnLive I played Xbox 360 a lot, and I never really cared about the achievements. Or my gamer score or anything like that. But going back to what we were saying before we started recording is how OnLive just gets the whole thing. They understand what gamers want. They tied the whole achievement thing into something like tangible that you could get. Like they tied it into Achievement Weekend. They said if you get 5,000 achievement points, we're going to give you a free game. If you get 2,000, we're going to give you 50% off a game.
I hope they keep doing that.
Yeah, I mean I played more OnLive and during that weekend than I have probably the entire time I've ever had OnLive. I was on it the entire weekend because I was hunting that. It gave me something like really, that I really wanted to get, and it made me feel good about it.
Yeah, like you win an actual prize or something. It's like one of those arcade. Actually, pretty much all there is in arcades in the U.S. these days. Those redemption machines.
Yeah.
But you feel like you actually have to put your skill into it, though. You're not just throwing money at it and hoping you get something.
Definitely. I mean, I tell you, I think that's probably why I never cared about achievements. It never mattered to me.
Right.
I don't get anything out of that. Oh, my friends get to see I played the crap out of this game for 4 months when I could have been playing 5 other games.
Right.
But like OnLive is like, hey, we know it's a lot of points. We bet you can get them though. And they send you out to go do an OnLive weekend. 3 days of, 2,000 points, home front. That gets you pretty close, and then they've got other games. And I highly doubt that these will be the only 5 games. I've kind of said that I hope that maybe they do what Sony did when they introduced trophies, and they didn't so much retro, but they said, all right, from here on out, we want to have trophies in the games we release.
Right.
Maybe not the play pack titles, but the new stuff.
Yeah, and a lot of the things that's coming out on the service is also on. The games are also on a home console, so I don't think it's going to be too hard now that achievements are live on Live. I don't see what is going to be the big deal about them also. They're building them into the game anyway, so they just have to. I don't think it's going to be too much work just
convert them over.
Exactly.
They don't have to make the trophies anymore. They're just there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. One thing about Homefront though, I was actually planning on waiting for it to to hit the bargain bins or a used copy and buy it for my Xbox just to have an offline version.
Mm-hmm.
But and the achievements, I wasn't expecting them to get achievements just yet. And now it has achievements. It kind of especially since I got the game under a deal too, with Metro and the micro console, which are
Metro's
both
awesome.
really good parts of the deal. Yeah, Metro is great.
If
I
you
love the game.
if you like the game, buy the book. 500 pages of the most amazing writing you've ever read.
Really?
Yep.
Oh,
I'll have to check
that
that
out. But I was now that they have achievements, I don't have any reason to go, buy the Xbox version anymore. It's you still get a few benefits from it. But
Yeah.
I don't have to buy the PC version at least.
Yeah. There you go.
And achievements. The original PC version doesn't have achievements, I think. So
I'm not sure.
that's another. Yeah, I think that's another thing that's great about OnLive is that it tries to match up the console stuff on your PC. So
Right.
you get both the best worlds in it most of the time.
Yeah. Most definitely.
Now that another piece of news that came out this week was Just Cause 2 joined the OnLive Play Pack, and so now it's around 51 games. So I wanted to get your guys' thoughts on not only Just Cause 2 joining the Play Pack, but Play Pack as a whole. It's basically for those who don't know, it's $10 a month, and you basically get 50 games that you can play as much as you want.
Yeah.
And it's a subscription-based service, and you get full access to the game. So what do you guys think of that? Do you think it's worth it?
I think that's the same price as Netflix right now, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Around 10.
I think it's $8 or something like that for Netflix.
Yeah. It's like $8, and that's only for streaming. That's not if you want
Right.
DVDs or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But
That used to be for renting too. But anyway.
But the Play Pack, I actually find to be totally worth it. Even if there's only 2 games in there that you like, it is a lot of older games. You're not going to get a lot of the newer stuff. But they're even cycling in the newer stuff now. I mean, Just Cause 2, sure, it's been out for a while, but it's a lot of fun. It's a good game. I would say probably maybe 20% of the games are kind of hit or miss. That's where you're getting a lot of the casual and a lot of a lot of the not so amazing games what is it, Patrician or whatever, that merchant simulator game. I don't even
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
But it's honestly $10 to have just released all 3 Tomb Raiders.
That was nice.
Not the old ones, but Anniversary, Underground, and whatever the other one was.
Underworld.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, Underworld. The whole thing about those is the fact that they actually just released a 3-pack of that for the PS3, and I think it came out on something else too. I think it came out or was coming out on 360 or something. I don't remember. But it's you can go buy that pack for $40, or you can have it included in your $10 price.
Yeah, $10 a month plus all the other games. It's pretty nice. I like the grab bag of it all though, because I can, sometimes I'll have a little cousin of mine. I mean, I babysit them now and then. They play with all my stuff, but I could just throw on some random kiddie game on there. I mean, I tried the beta for a while, but I haven't quite gotten the play pack just yet. But $10 a month though, it's not bad.
Well, you can actually for the play pack, your first month is free of the play pack.
Oh yeah.
As long as you have, a valid credit card, which you would need anyways to buy games.
Right.
Or to redeem the Humble Indie Bundle games too.
Stuff like that. You've got your options. So.
Yeah.
And
it's going to be interesting to see, I think, where OnLive takes the playback in the future. Like, if they're going to be able to keep growing it, which they're going to need to do, obviously, but also be able to keep it at that like $10 price point. And I wonder how important that is going to be to them if they think they have to have it at $10 and keep it there to keep getting people to keep coming and subscribing to it, because it's going to get costing them more and more money as they're getting bringing these games on. You're going to have to give a portion of that those licenses to these companies, and it's similar to what Netflix is doing, very similar. So it's going to be interesting to see where they take that in the future.
I'm a little worried about when they get around to like their hundreds of games or so, and they're going to start removing a few every now and then.
Mm-hmm.
But I would love to see a more expensive version that has games they're removing, but it has their full entire pack no matter what. I wouldn't mind paying a little extra for that if I really felt I needed it.
Right. I think they would love to be able to do that, but I think it's probably I think they probably have to go back to the publishers and probably have to renegotiate whatever deals that they have going on. And so I assume that part of that $10 that you pay each month is kind of getting split up to each publisher, and each one of them is getting some sort of percentage of that. And so it's just going to get to a point where OnLive's going to either have to raise the price of the playback to stay profitable for them, because I'm sure that there's a certain amount of money that they want to get, or certain percentage of that $10, whether it's 50, 70, or 30% that they want for themselves, and then they say, okay, for the other 50, we're going to spread out through the publishers. So it's going to be interesting to see what they do with that, and I think it's a great idea. And I'm a subscriber. Honestly, I haven't really been playing it that much because they've been putting so many of these really good deals going on with other games that I haven't even gotten around to it. So, and I got Red Faction to play. Then I have Batman that I have to get through. And then I bought Mafia 2. And so I don't know when I'm going to get to it. Yeah, so.
Well, definitely. I mean, the kind of the cool thing about it is the fact that you're looking at OnLive and everyone's like, oh, well, I got to spend so much money and I'm not even going to have I'm not even going to own my copy of the game. I'm not going to have this. I'm not going to have that. But honestly, OnLive is really making it hard for you to say no.
I know.
Like how we talked about earlier, Chris, you got Mafia for like $2.50. That's like a 1 liter soda.
No kidding.
It's the whole, it's less than
it's less than a gallon of gas.
Yeah. And it's a full production game too.
That's normally $30.
Yeah, not just an indie game either, which are still pretty good, but
right. Yeah. And the whole thing is, you have such a wide list, and sure, maybe you don't have to buy a game when it comes out, but let's see. Okay, they have one really good thing. If we're going to get into their sales and whatnot. If you could get the play pack and have those 51 games now, because they added that Las Vegas simulator, you have 51 games from play pack. There's $10, and they're good games. They're not garbage.
Right.
And Just Cause for one.
Huh?
Oh, Just Cause would be one.
Oh yeah, Just Cause and Just Cause 2.
Yep.
So you have that. You have $10. There's access to 51 games. Give that a shot. Don't pay a dime until the end of your first month. And if you don't like it and you feel that OnLive isn't worth it, boom, you played 50 games for nothing. Also, on top of that, look at these sales. On Fridays, they have $5 Fridays. They had Unreal Tournament 3, which is still really popular and playing very well, $5. Batman Arkham Asylum, $5.
That was so
Mafia,
sweet.
$5. Who knows how long those sales are going to go on, but they're going to go on. Right now, this weekend, they have the Easter egg hunt. They are releasing codes that last a half hour, and they're getting you 75% off on games.
So you can, and that was one of the things I was thinking, and I didn't read too much about it. So each time they tweet a new promo code, you can use that, right? So, I can't say, I use one promo